So, Prime Minister, welcome in the studio.
It's great to be back.
Thank you so much for sparing some time for us. And Prime Minister, recently we had election results. You have got a strong minority government, but still short of majority.
It
So,
just means
how you are going to deal with this situation?
Well, I think what we see is that Canadians right across the country are concerned about the same sorts of things. How we're going to make life more affordable, how we're going to invest in a stronger future for our kids, how we're going to fight climate change, how we're going to make communities safer and support with health care. And that's what we're focused on, and that's what many of the parties in the House are focused on. So I know we're going to be able to move forward in a strong way on significant initiatives for Canadians.
Okay, Prime Minister, Ontario once again have given you a very strong mandate. Peel region also, and back to back, all the Liberal MPs could win again. But we have seen recent times in Brampton particularly, it's fastest growing city. We are getting most of the international students in Brampton. We have so much shortage of infrastructure there. No university, hospital is fully occupied, transportation problems. We are expecting LRT funding also. So any special package or anything we can expect for Brampton?
What we're very excited about is working with the City of Brampton, working with the province on the priorities that are put forward. We know there's a need for investments in public transit, and the federal government's going to be a partner there. We know there's a need to do more around housing, and we have a national housing strategy and a first-time homebuyers plan that's going to support families move ahead. But at the same time, we're investing in the kinds of things that make a big difference for families, whether it's the Canada Child Benefit, that is lifting so many people out of poverty and giving real support to families, whether it's support for our seniors or for young people. We know that continuing to invest in Brampton, in the Peel region, is good not just for the region, but for the whole country.
Okay, I was talking to the mayor of Brampton. He was telling me that, of course, we have lots of increase in the violence in this area. He was expecting some funding because provincial government didn't give any funding to the city of Brampton in particular. So crime is another big issue here.
Yes. Well, we've committed to move forward on strengthening gun control. Unlike some conservative governments and conservative politicians, we know that stronger gun control keeps our communities safe. So we're going to be banning assault-style rifles. We know that guns designed to kill the largest number of people in the shortest amount of time have no place in our streets, have no place in our country, and we're going to be banning them. We're also going to work with municipalities that want to further restrict and limit handguns to enable them to do that. And these are commitments we made that we're going to move forward on.
You have given 5 priorities in the throne speech. So can you mention a little bit more that? And we didn't see much about the pipeline in that throne speech. So are we focusing on the pipeline also?
We know that we need to continue to fight climate change and invest in renewable resources and create the jobs that come with it. But we're going to have to make sure we're getting our resources to markets in sustainable ways while we're still reliant on so much gas and oil, and that's the balance that we're striking. And right across the country, people understand that that's a priority. When it comes to the various other priorities in the throne speech, well, these are Canadians' priorities. People talk to us about how they're having trouble finding a family doctor and why we're going to move forward on that, on support for our seniors, on support for more pharmacare. These are the kinds of things that make a difference to people. We also know that continuing to invest in growing the economy and supporting families is what Canadians expect of their politicians, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
We have seen Mr. Andrew Scheer resign recently, running a minority government, lots of challenges from the opposition. Do you feel a little comfortable at the moment?
Well, actually, the reason I feel confident and comfortable is because we have an amazing team, whether it's great MPs like Navdeep Bains here in the Peel region, who are leading the way as a minister on bringing down cell phone bills, on moving forward in the kinds of innovations that are going to give our kids and our grandkids great jobs. This is the kind of vision for the future. We have tremendously strong MPs and ministers from the GTA who are there to showcase the work that we're doing right across the country to make things better for Canadians.
Okay. While I was sharing with my listeners that you will be in our studio, on our show, one thing they mentioned me, we were together when you went to India and Golden Temple we visited. they need a flight from Toronto or Vancouver to Amritsar somehow, some stopover. So they said, can you bring to the notice of Prime Minister, though it's not directly under the jurisdiction of the federal government, but if you can make some initiatives, it will be big help to those people who are visiting.
We have an outstanding transport minister who's a former astronaut, Minister Marc Garneau, and I will talk to Marc about this priority for the community, and I know many people already have. It's something that we are looking at.
Okay, and we are celebrating 550th birthday of our first
550th
guru.
years, yes.
And anything, any kind of for the commemoration, federal government will be thinking, because all over the world people are celebrating it. Hindus, Sikhs, Muslims, everybody.
I think one of the things that always is so inspiring to me is to see the extent to which the community itself will step up to commemorate Guru Nanak Ji for it through seva, through the incredible community activism that is so strong within this community. I think that is an essential part of the lasting legacy as we reflect on 550 years of teachings that have made the world a better place.
I asked you last time how you keep yourself, you're so fit, and you said, I live a balanced life.
That is
so for our
important.
listeners, holiday season is coming up.
Indeed.
How they can keep themselves fit like you?
Oh, just exercise, work, good time with family, and not eating too much over the holidays.
Good. And your last message on Christmas and New Year?
Oh, just to wish everyone a very, very happy holiday season. All the best in 2020. It's going to be a big year, and it's going to be one in which we'll continue working together to build better opportunities for community and country.
And coming back in the new year, what are the top priorities for the Liberal government?
Just a lot of hard work for Canadians, making sure that life is more affordable, that communities are safe, and that we're fighting climate change.
Prime Minister, thank you very much once again. It's an honor to be here.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.